This is the most affordable tourist city in the world. What may be a giant and famous tourist destination in the region, you may have never heard of DaNang. But this vacation resort town is a haven for shopping, food, and hotels. I've scoured the globe across 129 countries, and I'm here to show you just how far the dollar goes here. We got hit with some bad weather, which impacted our itinerary, but instead of an action-packed tourist trip, I got to enjoy all that the city has to offer and make it my first ever true relaxing vacation. So join me and let's explore this gem of a destination. I'm YoungMin. I solo traveled to 127 countries, all while working a full-time office job by maximizing my vacations and points. And now I'm finally on YouTube to take you along for the journey. Welcome to the adventure. Today we're in the great vacay city of Da Nang in central Vietnam. We wake up at 4:30 a.m. for our painful 5-hour flight on VietJet. Just like that, we arrived into Da Nang. I like how they have a tribute to the Champa dynasty that's around here. Overall, definitely better than Saigon, worst airport in Asia possibly. People get off here and then they take a domestic flight into Saigon because it's that bad, so... We get into our Grab car ride and we head south to the resort strip to check into our hotel while the taxi driver was constantly spamming us for day tours. And we check into Shilla Monogram. Built in 2020, we sit at the couch with some nice welcome tea while the staff checks us in. There were historic floods in the region and we were just happy to arrive. Da Nang was safe, but nearby must-visit Hoi An was devastated and shut down from the floods. So unfortunately, some of our itinerary was cancelled and also the beach was a no-go. So we've arrived. So far, it's great. Coming to this swanky bathroom, had some unlearning to do. We'll check out all the amenities of the resort later as we go, but for now, we head upstairs to check out our 5-star chic and modern sea view room. Now at just $100 per night, Da Nang really shows that it is a hotel powerhouse. And we got a drawer full of complimentary goodies. So a little history about Da Nang. It was part of the Hindu Champa Empire for centuries until 1832. The conquest of modern Vietnam was complete. And now it's a pretty obvious mega resort city for Koreans. And you have some great day trips. To the north is the imperial Vietnamese city of Hue, and to the west is Ba Na Hills at the French village, and the south you have the lovely town of Hoi An. All three of them were a no-go this time due to a destructive typhoon right before we came, so we head to our first meal. Food itself here is a landmark. Now I'm not a big food guy, but this entire trip was daydreaming about what my next feast will be. And next we hit Han Market. Not historic or cultural, but a must-visit for the tourist hordes for clothes and electronics and lots more. You'll get the real stuff out the back door in many factories here in Vietnam, or you get a complete knockoff, you never know. And I got a questionable Arc'teryx jacket for just $13, which is unbeatable. After a long day with crazy weather, we head inside to fix the mind and the soul. We start with some tea before our massage, and we will come out fixed, a must-do in Da Nang. And outside we'll see the iconic landmark of the city, the Dragon Bridge, which lights up and does a fire and water show every weekend night at 9 p.m. And after a long and adventurous day starting at 4:30 in the morning, we head back to the hotel to wind down. And in the morning we will feast again. This was the most expensive meal in Da Nang, but for $15 for a resort buffet breakfast with unlimited choices and a killer view, this was a culinary and healing experience all in one. Since this is a majority Korean guest hotel, the food was a balanced mix of Asian, Western, and Korean. And after, we checked out the hotel's Sulwhasoo spa, but since we'll venture out to the city center, there are plenty of other great options out there. We took a very nice stroll outside in the gentle drizzle to check out the rest of the amenities. The rain was light, and with the winds also being gentle, it was a most relaxing atmosphere. With multiple pools, you can choose your vibe, and all the way at the end was what seemed to be an adults-only pool. And beyond that was the beach, which Da Nang is famous for, but even with the weather like this, our resort made up for it. We head to the city center again to check out the city's cafe scene and get mind blown by Vietnamese coffee. After 3 nights, it was time to switch it up. I checked out and moved into my next hotel in the city center, which was less than half of the resort strip, which is already cheap to begin with. Good day from Da Nang, Vietnam. I'm in my $42 suite. This is a paradise for buying fake stuff. The food here, stuff your face, eat all you want, max $7, $10. And for accommodation. Totally unexpected. I was here in Da Nang on my first ever solo trip, but going straight down to Hoi An. I didn't see the city because there wasn't really much, but since then this place has developed crazy fast. 90% of the tourists that you'll see here are from Korea. Korean signs everywhere. Credit card widely accepted here, but they'll charge anywhere from 3 to 5% in fees. Some restaurants will slap on an 8% sales tax on top of the bill that they don't show on the menu. Security and safety here are very good. The country itself, I would say, is pretty good. This trip was totally not my normal travel. I opened the map and I tried to look, where should I go to relax? I compared with almost every other major city out there. DaNang, for the price, unbeatable. Make this your next trip. Quick update, it's 11 p.m. Yeah, I mentioned a lot of good things about this place, but I think one thing, the incessant Banh Bao loudspeaker guy. I looked up on the internet, sure enough, there are many Reddit posts, many YouTube videos about it, and supposedly it's the same recording by multiple Banh Bao guys in every major city in Vietnam. I don't know who is the owner. I'm just dying to know if this is some Banh Bao cartel. 200 times that I've heard it over the last 12 hours. You can hear it all the way from a mile away. Quick update, it is past midnight. Banh Bao Day guy is still going wild. I'm trying to go to sleep. I hope I can go to sleep. Alright, back at DaNang Airport. I slept pretty horrible last night. There was very strong winds, so something was hitting against the window. Only when I woke up in the morning did I see it. Hotel overall, it's cheap. You get what you paid for. I do look forward to coming back here, but for now, it's back to Seoul. I am presently surprised. This is a very modern, shiny looking airport. Past the security, right by my gate, gate 7, is the Orchid Lounge. So here we are, take the elevator upstairs to the 3rd floor. Very nice. Outdoor seating. Breakfast stuff. Wow. Pho noodle. Instant noodle packs. Toppings. Soup. More instant noodles. Fried junk food. Some beef. Bacon sausages. Look at the large. Oh, this is amazing. I'm at a loss for words. Okay, one thing that they can really work on is making this a silent lounge. So I got my feast for today. I really feel like I can't get any rest here in DaNang. I feel claustrophobic in terms of the noise. It's just all around and I can't find that moment of peace even in my own hotel room. Now I thought this is interesting. You have flights to a lot of different places, but you have Incheon, Busan during the day to all sorts of cities in Southeast Asia, and then at night, all Incheon. These are all weekend warriors. So I'm back for round 2. Finished my first plate. Nothing about it seemed or screamed delicious. I've got a shower in here, slippers, little bench. So I am getting my massage on. And now we begin our boarding back home to Seoul on Jeju Air 737. Rested and refreshed for today's packed 5-hour flight. Overall, I'm refreshingly surprised. I had a great time, pure relaxing, and I'll be back to explore central Vietnam. The weather started us off bumpy and our itinerary took a big hit, but it turned out to be a great excuse to just focus on relaxing and enjoying all the rest the city has to offer. Honestly, with the affordability, it opens doors into so much you would normally never think of. There's great tourist infrastructure that's ready for your tourist dollars, so it's worth flying here to make a trip you normally never would. I'm glad to share this great place with you guys. Until next time, see you in the skies. Thanks for watching. I'm just starting to record my adventures on YouTube, so subscribe and stay tuned for lots more.